Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check. Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wish somebody could tell me if they could hear me. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Baseball state championship team that was coached by Kent Fuel. This team finished 17-6 on the season, defeating Parkway West in the Missouri 4A state championship game by a score of 4-0, winning the first of 2 state championships in Hickman baseball program history. Coach Fuel and his team had grit, grind, and the desire to bring home a trophy that year to Hickman's trophy case. They made memories that will last forever and lifelong relationships with teammates who many now call their best friends. Alongside Coach Kent Fuel, let's meet the members of the team. Gentlemen, please wave to the crowd when your name is called. John Behan. James Smith. Jeremy Scott. Jim Guffey. Congratulations, gentlemen. Now for the starting lineups. For the Hallsville Indians, batting first, center fielder number 4, Tiger Cupies. Leading off, playing shortstop number 2, Carter Abrams. Batting second, playing second base number 3.
Hickman High School, everybody. Ken Fuel Field tonight. The Hickman Cupies at 2-1 on the season, entertaining the Hallsville Indians. They recognize the class of 1990, the state championship team from back in 1990 here at Ken Fuel Field. One of 2 class 1990 here at Ken Fuel Field. One of 2 class mentioned. A lefty. He'll be on the hill, and look forward to seeing what the lefty can do here tonight. Glad you could join us here on the Hickman YouTube channel.
By supporting the participants, umpires, and coaches in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, sexist, or other abusive comments or actions directed at anyone will not be tolerated.
Again, my name is Bo Bayman. Glad you could join us here as we get set for some baseball here tonight at Hickman before we start spring break. And the Cupies head on out to Alabama for about 5 games over the check swing. Did he go? They'll check. And it's going to be ruled a ball, 1-1. Base Bates wanted that one, and I don't blame him, to be honest with you. But that's all right. Cobb waits again. And here's the pitch. That one inside off the glove of Shuttlesworth. And it'll be 2 balls and a strike. Bates coming back, the lefty delivers. Curveball, swing, half swing, but that'll cost him. And it's now 2-2. Zach Bates, not necessarily a quick worker, but nevertheless, he'll get the job done. Shakes off Shuttlesworth this time, a couple of times. Now he's ready. He's back on the bump, delivering the 2-2 pitch. Here it is, call. Austin comes up. And the tall righty is in there. Ready to go here against Zach Bates. Bates delivers, and Bates looks to be a little dialed in. And that's a good sign for the lefty. There you can hear the wind again. The pitch, swing, and a miss. Bates ahead 0-2. Delivered a fastball on that one. And Austin waits. And that one's in there. A good pitch by Zach Bates. And I was fooled on the first one. I apologize for that. I thought it was a strike. It was a ball. It's now 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blocked by Shuttlesworth. He'll go to the inside. Throws it down to Hemmer at first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Zach Bates and the Cupies. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. No score as Hickman comes up. You're watching Hickman Baseball right here on the Hickman YouTube channel. We're back here at Hickman High School. No scores. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Cupies coming up, and Hickman will send these hitters to the plate. It'll be Carter Abrams up first, then Josh McClintock, and then Braden Hemmer, the first three, facing the pitcher A.J. Austin. Zach Bates doing a good job for the Cupies there in the top of the first. As we get set, Carter Abrams comes to the plate. Last night, Abrams struck out, reached on an error, grounded out, and then struck out again. Kind of a tough night for the leadoff hitter, but here he is again. And the senior will be in this spot, the leadoff spot. You have to believe pretty much every game this year. So Abrams waits for the first pitch. Here it is. Austin delivers an off-speed pitch. Looked like a curveball. And that one's down in the dirt, and it's 1 ball and no strikes. Austin not going to be a fast worker either. Lots of purple and gold here today. The pitch. Hit on the ground towards third. That one's going to bounce foul. And we're even 1-1. Hallsville in the purple jerseys today. Hickman doing us a favor and wearing the gold. And so Abrams is up there with a 1-1 count. A.J. Austin, big tall right-hander, on the mound, looks in, brings it home. Hit on the ground towards short. That's going to be Nichols. Nichols throw, a little bit wide, but picked up nicely at first by Rhodes. Nichols did a good job of staying down on that ball. That's Colton Nichols, and the throw over to first base, Cooper Rhodes, making a nice play. And there's 1 away. Abrams grounds out to short. And that'll bring up Josh McClintock, and looks like Mason Mershon's going to go out to first base umpire and say, are you sure he didn't come off that bag? And if you're not sure, would you check with the home plate umpire? I think that the umpires will get together and just make sure. And it looks like he's going to be out. So Abrams does bounce out to short. Good play by Rhodes at first. Solid play by Nichols at short. 1 away. Austin coming to McClintock. McClintock sends one in the air to center. It's going to right center field, and that one keeps drifting. One hops the wall. McClintock to second base. He's going to try to go to 3. Here's the throw. He is in there underneath the tag. It's a 1-out triple for Josh McClintock. McClintock got that one up into the air and up into the jet stream, and that one just kept on carrying. 1 hop to the fence out in right center field, and it's a 1-out triple for Josh McClintock. That'll bring up Braden Hemmer. We told you that the flag is going out towards right, and that one started off in center and then tailed to right center nicely for McClintock. There's a pitch to Hemmer. It's an off-speed pitch, and it's in there for a strike. Braden Hemmer had a good night at the plate last night. He'll look to put a ball in play here, the 0-1. That one upstairs, it's 1-1. A 1-out triple by Josh McClintock has a runner in scoring position with 1 away for Braden Hemmer. Hemmer waits, puts that one on the ground to third. It's fair. And Hemmer's going to try to go to second, and he's in there. That was a tough bouncer for Boyle. That's Ben Boyle over at third. Coming in to score is McClintock, and the Hickman Cupies lead at 1-0. I think they'll score that a double for Hemmer. And that'll bring up Corey Costner. So 1-0 in favor of the Cupes. The pitch. Austin is in there with a strike on an off-speed pitch, with Hemmer away from second base. Costner had a big 2-run triple yesterday in the game against Boonville. The 0-1 coming from Austin. The pitch. Hit on the ground towards short. Nichols is there. Gobbles it up. The throw over to first is good this time. Hemmer does move to third base, but there's now 2 away. So Costner grounds out, and Carson Shuttlesworth, the catcher, will come to the plate. Shuttlesworth, just a sophomore. Facing Austin for the first time. Runner on third, 2 outs. Shuttlesworth swings, it's a foul ball. And 0-1. Shuttlesworth did a lot of work in the offseason to try to break into this lineup, and he's done a nice job. He and Tyler Stein, the main backups, the pitch. Off-speed pitch stays a little bit high crossing the plate, and it's 1-1. Looks to me like A.J. Austin, the pitcher, wanted that one. 1-0 Cupies here in the bottom of the first. The pitch outside and low. And it's now 2-1. Braden Hemmer on third base. Cupies looking to double that lead. The pitch. That one's in there, a strike, and it's 2-2. Hit the outside corner. Tyler Stein, the other catcher who is DHing today, is on deck and would bat next. The 2-2 pitch. Shuttlesworth hits one in the air. That one's going to get out of play on the right side, a foul ball, and it stays 2-2. Shuttlesworth fought that one off, and he will see another pitch. Austin comes set, checks Hemmer at third, the pitch. Off-speed pitch again, stays high, and it's a full count now. Hemmer leads away from third. The 3-2 pitch, here it is. Called, strike three. Shuttlesworth watches it, and that ends the inning. The Cupies get one run on 2 hits. They leave one, and after one complete, it's Hickman 1, Hallsville nothing. You're watching Hickman Baseball right here on the Hickman YouTube channel. Getting ready for the top of the second inning now. Hickman scratches for one, and they lead it by a score of 1-0 over Hallsville here at Kent Fuel Field. Zach Bates back out there, and he'll face the 4, 5, 6 hitters in the Hallsville lineup. Aaron Orschelin, the catcher, will lead things off for the Indians. Indians have a full bench down there. A lot of players. You love to see it. Zach Bates back on the hill. Here's the opening pitch of inning number 2. And that is off the plate for a ball. It's 1-0. James Smith, the head coach of Hallsville. Of course, the longtime baseball coach at Hallsville, Barry Kennecke, retiring. Remember when he led the Hallsville Indians to a state title. The pitch inside, and it's 2-0. Bates tried to work him inside on that one, and it drifted too far inside to Aaron Orschelin, the catcher. Orschelin awaits the 2-0, the pitch. That one's down low, and it's 3-0. Bates adjusts, look over to the dugout. And he's ready for the 3-0. He'll have to come all the way back here. He got a strikeout, a ground out, and a strikeout in the first inning, a 1-2-3 inning. The 3-0. That one's good for a strike. Right down Broadway, and it's 3-1. Nice to see the sun out. It's still a little bit chilly. 55 degrees right now in Columbia. Bates waits for the sign. He's got it. He's ready for the 3-1. Here it is. That one is outside of ball. And it's the first base runner for the Indians today on the walk to Orschelin. And that'll bring up Cooper Rhodes, the first baseman, who really made a dynamite play in the bottom of the first inning on a throw that was on his backhand.
Now batting for Hallsville, first baseman, number 9, Cooper Rhodes.
Rhodes comes in, looks down, getting the signs from James Smith. Orschelin, by the way, it looks like we have a pinch runner for Orschelin, probably a courtesy for the catcher. As Bates steps off and fakes a throw over there. I'll try to get a number on that runner. The pitch. Rhodes swing and a miss. Bates is pumping strikes for the most part. Did give up the walk, obviously, but still doing a pretty good job of mixing his pitches. Now a throw to first, and the runner's back. And Braden Hemmer applies the tag. I think, well, I'll have to check. It could be number 18 over there or number 20. Shows you how good my eyes are. The 0-1 pitch. Here it is. That one's in there, and Rhodes watched it. It's 0-2. Nobody out, runner on first. Zach Bates with a good move to first, but also did a good job of keeping the runner close when he pitched home. He does it again. That one misses on 0-2. Quick throw. Back behind. I believe that's Jackson Smith over there. Smith, the pinch runner for the Indians. Now it's 1-2. And let's see what Zach Bates does on this pitch. Here it comes. Instead of throw to first, Smith is back. And again, you can hear the wind howling here at Kent Fuel Field. Glad you could join us on a Friday afternoon. Spring break starts, well, now actually. Rhodes calls time at the plate. Bates took a little bit too much time. Good crowd out here at Kent Fuel Field on a Friday afternoon as well. Smith leads away from first. The pitch from Bates. Downstairs, and it's 2-2. Tate Robertson at third, Carter Abrams at short, Josh McClintock at second, Braden Hemmer at first for the Cupies. Carson Shuttlesworth behind the plate, Zach Bates on the hill. And he's got a 2-2 pitch coming here. Here it is. Hit in the air to right field. Breaking in was the right fielder Behan. It's over his head and off the wall. Smith is going to go to third. McClintock will take the relay throw and get it in. But that is a solid double for Rhodes. And all of a sudden the Indians are in business with runners on second and third with nobody out.
Right fielder, number 23, Colton Garner.
And that'll bring up Colton Garner. Behan took one step in and then knew that that ball was over his head. It was hit pretty well. So that'll bring up Garner. Bates now with runners on second and third, nobody out the pitch. Up and away, and it's 1-0. Zach Bates calls timeout so he can tie his shoe. And so he's ready to go here. 1-0 is the count. Nobody out, 2 on. Bates comes home. Gets past Shuttlesworth, nothing doing. The backstop here at Kent Fuel Field is pretty close to home plate, and not only that, there's padding back there. So a lot of times if it gets past you, as a catcher, you're going to have it bounce right back to you, and it's hard to advance, especially coming home here at this ballpark. So it's 2-0. The pitch to Garner. Swing and a miss. Bates came with a fastball and got it by Garner. Two on, nobody out. Bates comes set, now delivers. That's inside corner, called strike 2. And he's even the count, 2-2. Bates would love to have a strikeout here against Garner. Colton Garner waits the pitch. Outside and low, it's 3-2. Wanted to see if he would go chase that one. He didn't, and he's still up there with a full count. Outside a ball, and it's 3-0. And Bates wants to talk to Shuttlesworth. Shuttlesworth goes back out there, and Bates says, what am I doing? Am I leaving it out? You can see with his hand motion, where is my release point? Shuttlesworth jogs back to behind the plate. There is obviously a base open at first, and second for that matter, with Rhodes on third. The count is 3-0. Here's the pitch. That's in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. Trying to find that release point is Bates against Cabrick. Cabrick watched 3 wide ones, and then one right down central. The 3-1. Swing and a miss. You can kind of see Bates shaking his head saying, why can't I do this all the time? You get that feeling. And we're back for the bottom of the second inning, tied at 1. Hickman and Hallsville here at Kent Fuel Field. It'll be Tyler Stein leading things off, the designated hitter, followed by Reese Behan, and then Tate Robertson. Anybody gets on base, Alex Hagan will get there. Facing A.J. Austin, who gave up 1 run on 2 hits back in the first inning. Stein waits for the first pitch. Here it is. And he hits it in the air to left field. And making the catch out there is Cabrick. Stein put a charge into it, but Cabrick goes over and makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. And I'll bring up Reese Behan, the right fielder. So Behan comes up for the first time against Austin. The pitch. That one's lined and caught by the shortstop, Nichols. Good play by Nichols, as I thought it was going to get over his head, but Nichols gets there, and there's 2 pitches, 2 outs.
Now batting for the Cupies, third baseman
Colton
number 1,
Nichols
Tate
took
Robertson.
1 cross step and then a drop step and was able to get there. And that'll bring up Tate Robertson. Austin delivers. That one hit in the air towards left field. That will get out of play. A foul ball. And it's no balls and 1 strike. Robertson, the starting pitcher yesterday for the Cupies, had a pretty good outing through 4 innings as well. The pitch. Down low a ball. And it's 1-1. A.J. Austin back on the rubber. Peers over his glove. Now he delivers the pitch. Called strike on the inside corner. And it's 1-2. Austin ready. The pitch to Robertson. Hit on the ground towards second base. Lampkins makes the play over to Rhodes. It's a 6-pitch inning. And the Cupies go down in order, 1, 2, 3. We are through 2 complete. It's Hallsville 1, Hickman 1. You're watching Hickman Baseball right here on the Hickman YouTube channel.
Hallsville Indians and Hickman Cupies are tied at 1.
Top of the 3rd inning now here at Hickman. It's Hallsville 1, Hickman 1. Top of the 3rd.
Shortstop, number 21,
Colton Nichols will lead things off for the Indians against Zach Bates, who goes back out on the hill. Bates has given up 1 run on 1 hit so far. He struck out 4 through his first 2 innings. Bates would love a pretty tidy inning here. Here's the first pitch. Outside a ball. Good job by Shuttlesworth to grab that one on the outside. It's 1-0. It'll be Nichols followed by the top of the order. That's Cobb and then Boyle. The lefty delivers downstairs, and it's 2-0. One run for the Cupes in the first, 1 run for Hallsville in the second. That's where we're at. It's 1-1. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there by Bates. And Nichols swung through it. The 2-1 pitch from Bates. On the inside of his hands, but he swung and missed. A good pitch. Nichols didn't have a chance on that one, and it's 2-2. Colton Nichols leading off here in the top of the 3rd. Zach Bates delivers. That one's upstairs and out of the zone, high and wide, and it's 3-2. It was Aaron Orschelin who led off last inning with a walk and came around to score after the Rhodes double and the ground out by Lampkins. Bates ready to deliver to the 3-2. Here it is. Called strike 3. Nichols strikes out, strikeout number 5 for Zach Bates.
Number 4, Tiger Cobb.
We'll go back to the top of the order. Tiger Cobb will be the hitter. Cobb struck out to lead off this game. Struck out looking, as a matter of fact. Bates comes home. Curveball in there, a beauty. And it's 0-1. Sun splashed afternoon here at Kent Fuel Field in Columbia. One cloud in the sky. The next pitch over again, and it's 0-2. The wind again has died down just a bit, but it is blowing out to right. Bates ahead 0-2 the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts this inning. 6 overall for Zach Bates. And there's 2 outs, nobody on.
For the Indians, third baseman, number 2, Ben Boyle.
Ben Boyle comes to the plate. His last time he grounded out to Braden Himmer at first base. Bates delivers the opening pitch to Boyle. That's outside, and it's 1-0. Carter Abrams.
Number 2, Carter Abrams.
Abrams hit the ball hard his first time up, but right at the shortstop, Colton Nichols. Hagan away from second. The pitch. Off-speed pitch. Inside, and it's 1-0. Austin starting him with a curveball there. Aaron Orschelin calling the game for Hallsville behind the dish. 2 runners on the corners here. Hagan on third, Abrams on first. McClintock at the dish. Their leads at second and third, the pitch. Curveball ties him up, and McClintock knew it. Called strike 3. That's the first out of the inning. And the second strikeout of the game for A.J. Austin. James Smith's going to come out of the dugout and talk to his pitcher, and let's see if he's going to do anything here. They got Braden Himmer at the plate. Maybe he's talking about putting him on to load the bases to set up the double play. We'll see. Yep, that's exactly what they're going to do. Smith is going to put him on, and it'll be up to Corey Costner. So an intentional walk to Braden Himmer. Loads the bases. And that'll bring up Corey Costner, who grounded out to short his first time.
Number 8, Corey Costner.
Bases loaded, one out now for the Cupies. Here in the bottom of the third. Costner, the left fielder, waits on Austin. And Austin balks. He balked. He was in the windup and then sort of stopped his motion on the balk. So everybody moves up a base. And Costner hasn't even seen a pitch. And it's 2-1 Cupies. How about that one? Balks in a run. First pitch is a ball. And it's 1-0. The pitch. Upstairs, a ball again. So 2-1 Hickman here in the third. The pitch is in the dirt. It's 3-0. Now they're being careful with Costner. Carson Shuttlesworth on deck.
Intentional walk to number 8.
And they'll just walk Costner. He'll take the free pass to set up the double play again, and it's Carson Shuttlesworth who struck out his first time at the plate.
Catcher number 7, Carson Shuttlesworth.
So bases loaded again. Cupies already have one. In the windup is Austin. The first pitch to Shuttlesworth. Here it is. Checked his swing, but he went around. It's a strike. It's 0-1. That was a high fastball that Shuttlesworth saw. Thought maybe to pull back, but couldn't do it. The 0-1. Hit in the air just beyond second out to right field. It is caught, and the right fielder doesn't necessarily know where to throw it. He throws it in, but past the second baseman, a run comes in to score. That's Carter Abrams. And the Cupies have another run. Hemmer moves up to third on the fly out, the sac fly, and an RBI.
DH Tyler Stein.
And now runners on the corners for the Cupies. Now leading it 3-1. And that'll bring up Tyler Stein. Costner with good speed at first. Hemmer with good speed at third. The pitch. Off-speed pitch. Floats in there for a strike. Boy, Austin has been really successful with that breaking pitch. Stein flew out to left field. Back in the second inning. The pitch. Hit on the ground slowly to third. Boyle makes the play, throws it over to Rhodes at first, and that will end the inning. But the Cupies get 2 runs. There was an error. There was 1 hit and a couple of walks and 2 men left on base. So after 3 complete, it's 3-1 Hickman over Hallsville. You're watching Hickman Baseball on the Hickman YouTube channel. We go to the top of the fourth inning. Hallsville batting, and their pitcher, A.J. Austin, will lead things off. 3-1 Cupies as we play into the fourth inning here. Zach Bates still on the hill. Austin was a strikeout victim his first time up. Shadows starting to creep. That one hits the outside corner. It's 0-1. Starting to creep here at Kent Fuel Field. Looks like Carson Shuttlesworth, the Cupid catcher, is in the shade now. Home plate about almost completely in the shade. That one check swing foul. And it's 0-2. You can still see the infielders and the outfielders still in the sun, including Bates still in the sun. Wind picks back up. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strikeout number 7 for Bates today. And there's one away here in the fourth. Bring up Aaron Orschelin. He drew a walk. Back to lead off the second inning. And eventually came around to score the lone Indian run. Hallsville only with 1 hit. And that belongs to the man who's on deck, Cooper Rhodes. Bates delivers. Outside. It's 1-0. 1 run for the Cupies in the first, 2 in the third. 1 run in the second for the Indians. That's it. Next pitch is off the glove of Shuttlesworth back to the backstop. And it's 2-0. And you have to wonder how much longer Bates will go. It's not that he's thrown a ton of pitches, but it's not that he's been super efficient either. The 2-0. Overcooked that one just a bit, and it's 3-0. As I mentioned, Orschelin walked his first time, and now he's ahead in the count, 3-0. Orschelin, the cleanup hitter in the Indian lineup. That one's right down the middle, and it's 3-1. Bates came with the express, and it was in there perfectly. Three balls and a strike. The pitch. Swung on and missed. And now it's 3-2 as Bates has battled back. Blows in his left hand a little bit as when the shadows overtake you, it does get a little chilly out here. Was nice in the sun. Orschelin backs out of the box for a second. But now that the sun is gone, it's a little bit chilly. Payoff pitch. Called strike 3 on a beautiful bender. And there's 2 outs. Strikeout number 8 for Bates. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. 3 of those now are looking. So 2 outs, nobody on for Cooper Rhodes. Rhodes roped that one into right field over the head of Behan for the lone hit. He'll take a strike, and it's 0-1. That was on the 2-2 pitch, as I remember, and he hit it hard. Behan took 1 step in, and it cost him. He tried to get back, and it was over his head time up. A.J. Austin still on the mound for the Indians. The pitch. Again, beautiful curveball. Slow curve, but it's right there. And it's in for a strike. It's 0-1. Next pitch, Behan goes after it. It was down, and Austin threw it where he wanted to. It's 0-2. Behan now behind 0-2 the pitch. That one outside, and it's 1-2. Austin went back to the express on that last pitch. We'll see if he goes off speed again. Here it is, 1-2. Hit on the ground, Rhodes tries to get there, tosses it to Austin for the out. Good play over there by Cooper Rhodes. And there's one out. I'll bring up Tate Robertson. Robertson grounded out to second his first time up. That was back in the second inning.
Next up for Hickman, third baseman, number 1, Tate Robertson.
And Robertson, the lefty, back in there to face Austin. The pitch. And he lines one up the middle, base hit. The fourth Cupie hit. And Robertson has a one-out single. He's on first base. I'll bring up Alex Hagan. Hagan doubled. Fouled straight back. And it's 2-1. Looked like Robertson faked a steal at first, but didn't end up going. Wind continues to howl. Austin looks in. The pitch. Down in the dirt, good block by Aaron Orschelin behind the plate. And it's 1-0. That one did not have the velocity that his earlier pitches have had. Runners take their lead, the pitch. That one's inside and it's 2-0. I do see a couple of pitchers warming up way out there for the Indians. The 2-0 pitch to Carter Abrams. Downstairs, it's 3-0. And Austin is struggling now. Trying to find it. Indians, Andrew Orschelin now on the hill. Andrew pitching to Aaron.
Second baseman, Josh McClintock.
As Josh McClintock comes to the dish. Bases loaded, one out for the Cupies here in the bottom of the fourth. A big opportunity for Hickman to break this one open. The pitch. That's in there at the knees, strike one. Good pitch by Andrew Orschelin, the left-hander. The 0-1. McClintock waves and misses. It's 0-2. Now McClintock will look to shorten up and put a ball in play. On deck, Braden Hemmer. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball just missed. And the throw gets away, but nothing doing. Smart heads-up play there by Lampkins, the second baseman. One thing about Kent Fuel Field in late afternoon, out in right field, it's tough to see. Andrew Orschelin comes home. McClintock fouls it off to the right side. He shortened and tried to punch it out to right field. Was waited a little bit too long, maybe a millisecond too long, and went out of play. So it stays 1-2. That one fouled on the third base side. And it stays 1-2. But now McClintock making the pitcher work. Andrew Orschelin. Orschelin looks around, blows into his left hand. Now back on top of the hill. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Came with a fastball. And gets the strikeout. Good pitch there by Orschelin. That's his first strikeout.
Now batting for the Cupies, number 4, first baseman, Braden Hemmer.
Braden Hemmer comes up with the bases loaded and 2 outs now. First pitch, in there for a strike at the knees. Austin gives up 1-2 3 hits. That's it. The pitch. Hemmer did check his swing, but he went around. And it's 0-2. That pitch was in the dirt, and Hemmer couldn't hold up. 2 strikeouts on the day for Austin in his 3+ innings of work. The pitch. Here comes the 0-2. Hemmer pops it up, out of play on the right side, and it'll stay 0-2. Reese Behan opened this inning with a ground out to first, then a single by Robertson, a walk and a walk. That was the end of the day for Austin, and now Andrew Orschelin trying to shut things down. The pitch, and Hemmer fouls it off at the plate. Went off his foot at the plate, and he'll stay alive. It's still 0-2. As the sun sets a little bit more, temperature continues to plummet a little bit. Again, an 0-2 to Hemmer. Here it is. Just missed on the outside corner. James Smith over there in the Hallsville dugout wanted it. He was ready to leap out of there and give congratulations to Andrew Orschelin. But instead, it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Orschelin set. He fires. And it's roped into right field. A base hit. 1 run is in. And just 1 run. Good base running there. Tate Robertson comes in. Alex Hagan, I'm not sure if he slipped or what happened, but he stopped at third. Abrams goes to second and almost was caught between second and third, but an RBI single by Braden Hemmer, and it's 4-1 in favor. Costner watches the first one. It's good for a strike. Boy, Andrew Orschelin thought he had strike 3 earlier, but Hemmer watched it, and then he lined one into right field. The pitch. Costner swinging a miss, and it's 0-2. To Corey Costner, who's grounded out and then was intentionally walked. The 0-2 from Orschelin, here it is, way outside, and it's 1-2. Good job by Aaron Orschelin to corral that one. The 1-2 pitch. Here it is. Swung on, hit into center field. It's a base hit. Hagan will score. The ball is bounced around out there. Here's Abrams. He'll score. And getting into second base is Costner with an RBI single. 2 more runs for the Cupies. They now have 3 in the inning. Hemmer goes to third. Costner goes to second after the error on the center fielder. And that'll bring up Carson Shuttlesworth. Now 6-1 Cupies. Cupies with 2 in the third, 3 here in the fourth, still batting. Second and third, 2 outs. The pitch in there for a strike. Shuttlesworth with a sacrifice fly, his last time up. Struck out to end the opening frame for the Cupies. Orschelin, the 0-1. Shuttlesworth fouls it off. It's 0-2. Orschelin has not had a problem getting in front of these hitters. He's had 0-2 counts on a lot of them. It's just been the putting away that has been the nemesis. The pitch, and Shuttlesworth swings and misses. But a good inning for the Cupies. Second strikeout for Orschelin on the day, but the Cupies come up with 3 runs on 3 hits. There was 1 error and 2 men left on. So after 4, it's Hickman now 6, Hallsville 1. You're watching Hickman Baseball on the Hickman YouTube channel. We move to the 5th inning. Hickman now on top 6-1 over Hallsville. And leading off for the Indians will be Colton Garner. It'll be Garner, Lampkins, and Kabrick. Garner struck out his first time up against Zach Bates. Zach Bates, by the way, sitting with 9 strikeouts, struck out the side in the top of the 4th. As we move on to the 5th, the first pitch from the lefty. Swung on and missed. A good pitch by Bates. I think there's a couple of people in the bullpen maybe starting to move around for Hickman. But Bates is in cruise control of the pitch. Down low, a ball. It's 1-1. I want to thank you all for watching the Hickman baseball game on the Hickman YouTube channel. 6-1, Cupies over the Indians of Hallsville. As the lights come on here at Kent Fuel Field, that one upstairs a ball. It's 2-1. Bates has allowed just 1 hit. It was a double to Cooper Rhodes, and that was back in the 2nd. That's it. The pitch, outside a ball. As I mentioned, he's struck out 9. He has no walks so far. Nope, 1 walk. Take that back. 1 walk so far. The pitch. And that's outside, and there's a walk, just as I mentioned it. Garner reaches to open the 5th inning.
Second baseman, number 6, Aiden Lampkins.
That'll bring up Aiden Lampkins. Lampkins grounded out, had an RBI his last time up. The pitch. Swung on, popped out of play. It's 0-1. Bates up 0-1 in the count. Runner on first. Garner, about a 2.5 step lead. Takes another one. Bates looks at him. He comes home. That's high and wide. And a quick throw from Shuttlesworth down to first. But back in there is the runner Garner. Lampkins, as I mentioned, grounded out to McClintock at second in his only plate appearance. The 1-1 count. Here it is. The runner goes. That's inside. A ball. The throw. And McClintock not able to catch it. And so it's a stolen base for Garner. So Garner's at second with nobody out. May have called that pitch a strike. No, I think it was a ball. I think it's 2-1. It is 2-1. So runner on second now, nobody out. Bates ready. He brings it home. Hit on the ground, slowly towards third. Robertson, bare hand, throws to first, not in time. That was going to be an infield hit all the way. Going to third is Garner. And Lampkins makes it to first. And there's first and third, nobody out here in the fifth. A walk and then a, maybe a 60-footer. Has Bates in a little bit of trouble here in the fifth inning. Mason Mershon going to go out and talk to his lefty. And he's going to make the change. Zach Bates taken out of the game. And a relief pitcher coming in. Good job done by Bates. As I mentioned, 9 strikeouts for Zach Bates. And so now pitching will be number 9, Mason Malloy. Malloy, a righty, is ready to make his relief appearance to face Andrew Kabrick. 9 strikeouts, that's impressive. So Bates goes 4+. He's responsible for the 2 runners on. Gave up 2 hits, 2 walks, 9 strikeouts, just 1 run so far. But those 2 runners are his responsibility. There's Mason Malloy. Came up pitches. I'm interested to see how many times Mason Malloy is going to be trying to warm up his hand, as the temperature is dropping. You can see some of the players with their hand in their back pocket. Malloy says he's nearly ready. And again, his first batter face will be Andrew Kabrick, the left fielder. And here we go. Malloy's ready. Carter Abrams talks to Malloy, gives him a little pep talk. And Mason Malloy is ready to roll. 2 on, nobody out. Runners on the corners. For Kabrick. Malloy looks in, throw to first. Nothing doing. The runner is back, that's Lampkins. Malloy ready, the pitch. Runner goes, throw to second, and he's out. Carson Shuttlesworth with a beautiful throw, got Lampkins. Coming over was Carter Abrams, so caught stealing 2-6. And that's a big, big out for the Cupies. So now there's a runner on third. That's Garner. And that pitch misses. It's 2-0 to Kabrick. Boy, what a tag there by Carter Abrams and a great throw by Shuttlesworth. Malloy brings home the 2-0. Inside, and it's 3-0. And now you know that Malloy wants to make sure he's throwing strikes with a 6-1 lead. The pitch. That one misses. It's a 4-pitch walk to Kabrick. And now the Indians are probably thinking we should have been a little more patient on the base paths. As it's 1st and 3rd again for Colton Nichols.
Shortstop number 21, Colton Nichols.
Nichols today struck out looking. That was against Zach Bates. Malloy checks on the runner at first. Nearly picked him off. Kabrick got out there about 3 steps, and a good pickoff by Malloy. Shuttlesworth wants to talk to Malloy here. Figure out what they'll do against Nichols. 1 out, runners on the corners for Hallsville here in the top of the 5th. And the umpire saying, let's go. Keep her moving. Malloy checks on the runner at first. Brings home the pitch. Upstairs a ball. Good velocity on that pitch by Malloy. No running that time by Kabrick. Kabrick is at first. Garner is at third. The pitch. That's in there. Strike 1, and it's 1-1. Good pitch by Mason Malloy. Kabrick gets about a 3-step lead this time. Malloy still looking into Shuttlesworth. He comes set. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Nichols behind that fastball. And that's a ball and 2 strikes. Malloy's come in with a little bit of velocity on that fastball. Quite impressive. Again, the lead from first by Kabrick takes an extra half step. The pitch. Breaking ball just missed on the inside. Malloy wanted that one, but it's 2-2. 1 out. Runners on the corners. The 2-2, here it is. Runner goes, called strike 3, and the runner's out at second. It's a strike him out, throw him out to end the inning, and Hallsville gets nothing. Colton Nichols takes called strike 3, and then caught stealing is Kabrick. And it's Shuttlesworth again to Abrams. A strike him out, throw him out to end the top of the 5th. 6-1 Cupies over the Indians. You're watching Hickman Baseball on the Hickman YouTube channel. And we're back for the bottom of the fifth inning. Hickman on top, 6-1. And Tyler Stein will lead things off for the Cupies.
Number 16, Reese
Behan today 0 for 2, lined out to the shortstop and grounded out to the first baseman. Watches the first pitch, it's over, and a strike. Oh and 1. Stein leads away from first. The pitch. Stein fakes a steal. And Behan takes a strike again. It's 0 and 2. The pitch. Way outside. And it's 1 and 2. Nobody out. Tyler Stein after a leadoff single on first. The pitch. Behan swings and misses. Stein's going to go, as the ball did get away from the catcher. He's going to make it to second base on what will have to be a pass ball. But Behan strikes out swinging. And that'll bring up Tate Robertson. Robertson with a single, scored a run. Back in the fourth. The pitch. Down low a ball. It's 1-0. Seven hits for the Cupies so far. Robertson watches that one over at the knees. It's 1-1. Tate Robertson, his last time up, it was a solid base hit. The pitch from Orschelin. Check swing, he went. And it's now 1 and 2. Stein leads away from second base. And the 1-2 pitch to Robertson. Strike 3, and he knew it. So back-to-back strikeouts by Orschelin. Orschelin has come in and he's struck out 4. And that'll bring up Alex Hagan. Hagan has a double and a walk, and he scored 2 runs. Hagan trying to pick up his teammates with a 2-out RBI here. Stein still at second after the leadoff single. And he got there on the pass ball. Orschelin comes home. That one's out of the zone, 1-0. Looked like that was a little bit outside. And a good eye by Hagan, the 1-0. That one's in there for a strike. You got to give credit to Andrew Orschelin, who's come in. Again, the first couple of batters he faced, he got ahead of, couldn't finish them off, but he's doing a better job of that now. Hagan, even with a 1-1 count. Stein away from second. And Orschelin will step off. He wants to talk to his catcher about maybe changing up the signs with Stein out at second base. Stein, a catcher himself, probably looking in and seeing what's going on there. Trying to tell Alex Hagan, here's what's coming. 2 outs. Tyler Stein on second. 1-1 pitch. Here it is. Hagan swings through it. It's 1 and 2. And so after the leadoff single to Tyler Stein, a strikeout of Behan and a strikeout of Robertson, and Hagan's now down 1 and 2. Here it comes. The 1-2 from Orschelin. Hit, foul, out of play to the left. Went off the net and into the Hickman dugout. So it remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tyler Stein goes back to second base. Andrew Orschelin looks in for the sign. Now looks back at Tyler Stein. And now looks back into the catcher again. He doesn't like what he sees. He may have to step off here. Let's see. Nope, he comes set now. The 1-2, here it is. And Hagan swung on and foul tipped into the glove of Aaron Orschelin. And after a leadoff single, it's 3 strikeouts in a row, and that's 5 for Andrew Orschelin since coming in. So the Cupies get no runs on 1 hit. They strand 1. After 5 complete, it's 6-1 Hickman over Hallsville. You're watching Hickman Baseball on the Hickman YouTube channel. It'll be the top of the order for the Indians here as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Tiger Cobb will lead things off, his 3rd at-bat of the day. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, both of those coming against Zach Bates back in the 1st and 3rd innings. But here in the 6th, the Cupies lead at 6-1. Mason Malloy back on the mound. First pitch fouled off to the left side. Top of the 6th inning was the bugaboo last night for Hickman, giving up 7 runs to Boonville. They were up 9-2, and Boonville came all the way back to tie it. And then the Hickman won in walk-off fashion in the bottom of the 7th. The 0-1 from Malloy. That's in there for a strike. Good pitch. And it's 0-2. Malloy looks, gets the sign, and he's ready. Just missed. That had to be outside. Tiger Cobb, the batter, just made sure that that was going to be a ball. The pitch. Hit on the ground towards first. Hemmer backhands it and beats the man to the bag. Good play by Braden Hemmer. Malloy was just a little, maybe one step slow getting over there. So Malloy couldn't get there, and the speedy Tiger Cobb just barely beaten to the bag by Braden Hemmer. There's 1 out, and that'll bring up the pitch. Swung on and missed on a fastball. And 6-1 Hickman, top of the 6th inning here. Malloy brings home a breaking ball. It drops down a little bit low. And it's 1-1. I see Hemmer over there rubbing his right knee, getting the dirt off his pants after having to slide in there at first to get that out. Fouled out of play by Boyle, and it's 1-2. pretty much everybody in the shadows now. There's a few pockets of sun, but not much. Malloy, a 1-2. Hit on the ground. Over Malloy. McClintock gets it. Throws to first. In time. Good play by Josh McClintock coming in on the slow chopper. Well, McClintock makes a beautiful play over to Hemmer. And there's 2 out.
Now batting for Hallsville, number 22, Andrew Orschelin.
This will be Andrew Orschelin, his first at-bat since coming in for A.J. Austin. Orschelin's done a nice job on the mound. We'll see what he does here at the plate. 2 outs, nobody on, top of the 6th. Mason Malloy on the mound. Ball and no strikes, the pitch. That one's upstairs, it's 2-0. Good take by the left-handed swinging Andrew Orschelin. The 2-0. That's in there, and it's 2-1. Andrew Orschelin knew that one was over. The pitch. That one's good again. It's 2-2. Mason Malloy with a good pitch there. Now he's a strike away from getting out of this inning. The 2-2 pitch. Here it is. Outside a ball, and it's 3-2. So we're full up here, 2 outs, nobody on, top of the 6th inning. Malloy brings it home and just misses as Orschelin's going to take a free ride.
Now batting for the Indians, catcher number 3, Aaron Orschelin.
Now Aaron Orschelin will come to the plate. Orschelin has walked and scored and then struck out looking. Andrew Orschelin gets his lead, a pretty healthy lead, 3 steps. Malloy comes over to first. Close play, but back in there is Orschelin. So it's Andrew Orschelin at first, Aaron Orschelin at the plate. Two outs. Hickman leads by 5. Malloy coming home. Curveball stays upstairs, and it's 1-0. That was close, but stayed out of the zone. So 1-0 the count. 2 outs. Runner at first. The pitch. Shuttlesworth a throw to first. It was a ball, and it's 2-0. Mason Malloy got the first 2 out on a couple of ground outs. Walked Andrew Orschelin. Now it's 2-0 against Aaron. The pitch. That misses as well. It's 3-0. Well, one thing you don't want if you're Mason Mershon is you don't want walks to get the Indians back in this game. The pitch. That one's good for a strike. And it's 3-1. Mason Malloy ready with the 3-1. Swing and a miss. And it's 3-2. Full up now. It'll be traveling time for Andrew Orschelin over at first with 2 outs. Malloy will concentrate on the batter. Runner takes off the pitch. Swung on, fouled at the plate into the Hickman dugout, and we'll do it again. Pitch, and Aaron is ready for another payoff pitch. Instead, a check on first. Runner back easily. 2 outs. 3-2 pitch coming. Runner at first. Takes off the pitch. Swung on, belted to right center field. That's in the gap, and it's off the wall. Here comes Andrew Orschelin. He's going to be waved around. He will score on the 2-out double by Aaron Orschelin, and it's 6-2. That one was hit a mile to right center field, went off about halfway up the, I'm going to say halfway up the fence. And off on the pitch was Andrew Orschelin, so he came around to score pretty easily. And it's now 6-2. Mason Mershon coming back out to talk to Mason Malloy. And we'll tell you about the new pitcher. You're watching Hickman Baseball on the Hickman YouTube channel. Colin Vahabzadeh on the hill now for the Cupies. He inherits a runner on second base. And Cooper Rhodes, who has a double and a strikeout at the plate, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Vahabzadeh with a good pitch to start off the at-bat. 2 outs, 1 in, 1 on for Hallsville. It's now 6-2 in favor of Hickman. The pitch. Way upstairs, and it's 1-1. Vahabzadeh, a senior lefty, looking to lock down this inning and get the Cupies back to the bat. The pitch. Good block by Shuttlesworth as it's out of the zone. Hallsville, by the way, with a courtesy runner out there. Again, that's Jackson Smith running for Aaron Orschelin. The pitch. Down low, off the mask of Shuttlesworth, and going to third is Smith. That one bounced, hit Shuttlesworth's mask and caromed away. That's a wild pitch. It's now 3-1. Here it is. Upstairs a ball, and Cooper Rhodes takes the free pass. And we're going to have a pitcher here. It's going to be Gage Harbison. He'll be the runner out there. So you got Smith on third, Harbison on first, and Colton Garner at the plate. Garner
Gage Harbison replacing the runner
struck out and walked today so far.
Now batting right fielder number 23, Colton Garner.
Garner ready to face Vahazbade. The pitch, strike one. As Garner watched that one right down the middle. First and third, 2 out. Colin Vahazbade comes home. That one's down low. Runner coming to the plate. Here's the throw. Vahazbade can't handle it. The run scores. And it's now 6-3. Good base. Sliding in there. Interesting. But a 2-2 pitch coming with 2 outs. Here it is. Swung on, hit in the air to right field. Behan is over there, and he drops the ball. He drops the ball. In, and it's going to be a 2-base error. Reese Behan drops the ball out in right field. A run scores, and it's 6-4. And the inning stays alive after the error.
Hallsville, second baseman number 6, Aiden Lampkins.
Aiden Lampkins is up. Had a base hit. He also has an RBI. So a 2-base error on Behan. Behan got there, was under the ball, and it just fell out of his glove. The pitch fouled out of play, and it's 0-1. So 3 runs in the inning so far for the Indians, and they've closed the gap to 6-4. Boy, the 6th inning has not been kind to the Hickman Cupies the last 2 days. It's 0-1. Lampkin's looking for more of a Vahazbade, trying to stop the bleeding. The pitch. That's hit to right field. That's going to stay fair, I believe. It does. And it'll go all the way into the corner. Here comes the runner in to score. And trying for third is Lampkins, and he'll make it. It's an RBI triple, and it's 6-5. Aiden Lampkins served that one perfectly fair in right field. Took one bounce and bounced into the corner. And once you get it into the corner,
Hallsville, left fielder number 17.
it's easy to get around the bases, and Lampkin did with an RBI triple. Garner scored, and now the tying run is 90 feet away for Andrew Kabrick. Kabrick takes the first pitch over for a ball. Four runs in the inning for the Indians. All after 2 are out, the pitch. That's over at the knees, and it's strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kabrick waits. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Vahazbade struggling a little bit, but not getting much help either. Came in for a walk and error, and then a triple. The pitch. That one's in there for a strike at the letters, and it's 2-2. Tying run on third in the form of Aiden Lampkins, who just hit a triple. Colin Vahazbade trying to get out of this. The pitch. Outside and low, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the senior southpaw gets back up on the hill. And now it's full up. The 3-2, here it is. Swing and a miss. But the Indians score 4. And now through 5 1/2, we got a ball game. 6-5 Cupies right here at Ken Fuel Field. You're watching Hickman Baseball on the Hickman YouTube channel. Headed to the bottom of the 6th inning, it'll be the top of the order for the Cupies. Carter Abrams will lead off.
Shortstop, number 2, Carter Abrams.
Abrams grounded out to short in the bottom of the 1st, reached on an error in the 3rd, and walked. He scored 2 runs here today for the Cupies. Abrams leads off in a 6-5 game now. Abrams takes a ball as it's still Andrew Orschelin on the mound for Hallsville. The 1-0. Swing and a miss by Abrams. Good pitch by Orschelin. That one was up, and he went after it. Abrams will be followed by McClintock, then Hemmer. The 1-1. Strike 2 called. Cupies looking for a little insurance here. Hickman has given up a combined 11 runs in the 6th inning of the last 2 games. The pitch. Spiked, and it hits Abrams. Abrams hit by a pitch on a 1-2 pitch. Let me see if he's okay. Yep. He'll run down to first.
Next up for the Hickman Cupies, second baseman, number 3, Josh McClintock.
That'll bring up McClintock. Boy, that's a big, on a 1-2 pitch to hit a batter. Yeah, as Abrams works things out over there at first. I don't blame him. It looked like it hit the ground, hit the turf, and then bounced up and may have hit him in the ankle. But he's on to lead off the 6th. The pitch. McClintock swings and misses. A 4-run 6th inning has Hallsville within 1. It's 6-5 here in the bottom of the 6th. We play 7. The pitch instead of throw to first, and they nearly throw it past Cooper Rhodes. Andrew Orschelin, just a sort of a lazy toss over, but nothing doing. Abrams leads from first, nobody out. The pitch. McClintock fouls it back, and it's 0-2. Braden Hemmer on deck. Abrams leads from first. And a throw to first. And back is Abrams easily. The 0-2 pitch to Josh McClintock is forthcoming. But Orscheln looks in. And now McClintock calls timeout and steps out. Looked like Orscheln didn't want to come home. Now he does. The 0-2. Down low, and it's 1-2. Good stop there by Aaron Orscheln behind the plate. The pitch. Curveball swung on, strike 3. And there's one down. McClintock with his 3rd strikeout of the day. And that's number 6 for Orscheln.
Number 4, Braden Hemmer.
That'll bring up Braden Hemmer, who has a double, an intentional walk, and a single with an RBI today. And now James Smith going to come and talk to the home plate umpire. I don't know what this is about. And it looks like, I don't know what's happening here. See if he makes a pitching change, or he went to the umpire first, then went to the mound. Now everybody's good, so 1 on, 1 out. As Hemmer comes to the plate. Hemmer stands in. Looking for a big hit. Abrams away from first. He'll draw a throw. Six-5 Cupies, bottom of the 6th inning. Hemmer waits. The pitch. Down low. And Abrams, nothing doing. Looked like maybe he was faking a steal, but nothing happening. 1 ball, no strikes. Orscheln comes set. The pitch. That one off the glove of Aaron Orscheln, and Abrams will be able to get to second base. He moves over on what has to be a pass ball. And the Cupies have a runner in scoring position. And Hemmer has a 2-0 count. Cupies looking for a little insurance here. Orscheln comes home. That one is over and called a strike. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. 1 out. Carter Abrams at second base. Andrew Orscheln on the hill. Comes set. The pitch. Hemmer fouls it back. Shakes his head a little bit. Just missed that one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Abrams at second. Hemmer, the 3-hole hitter, who has 2 hits and an RBI today. He's been stranded at third 3 times. How about that? Here's the pitch. And Hemmer does a good job of holding up on that one. That was a pitcher's pitch. Orschelin threw that one down and away, and he wanted Hemmer to chase it. He didn't. Corey Costner on deck. But now we're full up 3-2. Abrams away from second. The pitch. Abrams runs. Hemmer swings and misses. And they'll throw him out at first. Strikeout number 7 now for Orschelin. And there's 2 outs for Costner.
Next up for your
Costner with a ground out, an intentional walk, and a single. That was a single that scored a couple. Costner been doing a nice job of driving in runs the last couple of days. See if he can do it here with Abrams on third. Swing and a miss. Abrams did go to third on that drop third strike, which they completed the strikeout. So there's 2 outs, runner on third for the Cupes. Up by 1. Bottom of the 6th, the pitch. Inside corner, strike 2. And Orschelin is ahead 0-2. Corey Costner behind in the count, 0-2. The pitch from Orschelin, here it is. Curveball swung on and missed, strike 3. And Hallsville will come up to bat in the 7th inning, down a run. It's 6-5 Cupies as we play in the 7th. You're watching Hickman Baseball on the Hickman YouTube channel. We go to the top of the 7th inning. Hickman 6, Hallsville 5. Here at Ken Fuel Field. Colin Vahazbade on the hill still for the Cupies.
leading off the 7th inning.
And leading off,
Number 24,
Xavier Stinson will pinch hit. Stinson leads off the 7th for the Indians. The pitch. Out of the zone, and Stinson's ahead 1-0. Stinson batting for Colton Nichols. The pitch. That's in there for a strike, and it's even 1-1. Be interesting to see if Vahazbade here tries to work a little quicker and get into a rhythm. The pitch. Swung on, fouled off the right side. And it's 1-2. The one thing you can say about the Hickman Hats, they do not stay on the pitchers. One ball, 2 strikes, the pitch. called strike 3. Stinson wanted to swing, didn't. It was a strike anyway.
Next up for Hallsville, number 4, center fielder, Tiger Cobb.
That is 2 strikeouts now for Vahazbade, who got Kabrick to end the 6th inning. That'll bring up Tiger Cobb, who watches a strike. Cobb has 2 strikeouts and a ground out today. Vahazbade is, in fact, working just a little bit quicker. The pitch. Cobb lays off a breaking pitch. Good block by Shuttlesworth. Evens the count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Cupies lead by 1. And that one's out of the zone. It's 2-1. Tiger Cobb awaits the pitch. Here it is. Swung on line to center field and caught by Alex Hagan. That one hung up just enough for Hagan to get there. And there's 2 away. That ball was hit well.
Now batting for Hallsville, third baseman.
But Hagan gets there.
Boyle.
And so that'll leave it up to Ben Boyle. Boyle with 2 outs, nobody on. Takes a ball inside from Vahazbade as the hat falls off again. And it's 1-0. Cupies 1 strike away, or 1 out away, I should say, from their second 1-run victory in a row. The pitch. Inside again, it's 2-0. Maybe the adrenaline getting to Colin Vahazbade. He takes a deep breath. The pitch. That's upstairs, and it's 3-0. Three balls, no strikes, 2 outs, nobody on base. Hallsville down by a run. The pitch. And that one is a ball out of the zone. It's a 4-pitch walk to Ben Boyle. And I think we're going to have a pinch hitter here.
Re-entering to bat.
Re-entering is A.J. Austin. Austin will re-enter to hit. So Austin comes back in after striking out twice. But he hasn't faced Vahazbade. Vahazbade is on the mound and ready to pitch. Swing and a miss. The ball gets away from Shuttlesworth. Now it gets away at second base. But nothing doing. Scooting to second is Boyle. Now Boyle's in scoring position. Austin did swing and miss at that one. It's 0-1. Vahazbade checks the runner. Comes home. Down low a ball. It's 1-1. He'll retrieve his hat again. Colin Vahazbade with a 1-1 count. Runner on second. 2 outs. Hickman leads it by 1. The pitch. That one's down in the dirt. Shuttlesworth with a good block. And it's 2-1. Boyle away from second. The 2-1. Here it is. Austin watches strike 2. A good pitch at the knees. And the Cupies are 1 strike away from beating the Indians. Austin digs back in. The 2-2 pitch coming from Vahazbade. Here it is. Strike 3 swinging. And the Cupies win by 1 run for the second day in a row, beating the Hallsville Indians 6-5.
QB winner, 6-5.
Vahazbade ends with 3 strikeouts on the night, and he leaves the tying run in scoring position. So the Cupies move to 3-1 on the year with the 6-5 victory, and now they'll go on spring break and head to Alabama for a handful of games next week. A tough win for the Cupies today, but they hold on to win. 6-5 your final score. Thanks for watching Hickman Baseball right here on the Hickman YouTube channel. We'll see you at the next home game, everybody.